anybody, Spartan Laser has to be his smash finisher.
Yeah.
Has to be.
And he's got he borrows a couple moves from
Snake.
The Snake
probably.
Man. Yeah.
I mean, you've got the rocket launcher, you've got grenades, plasma sticky grenade. It's pretty simple to include there. Running knee smash.
Yeah, and like the sticky grenade, there's already an item that works like that. So like
very simple to implement.
Perfect. And this will come with the announcement that the Master Chief Collection, the first 3 games, are coming to Switch.
Hooray for all the Switch people! You get to experience the best 3 Halo games.
I'll get good at them.
Gotta use the Needler! To blow up that sword dude that I hadn't thought of doing that for the entirety that I've owned that game. Could have been so much easier.
Yeah, it's like I just go in there with no ability to aim. It's like needle, 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 he blows up.
Never even crossed my mind to try that. It really should have, though.
Where are the customs? Do you miss customs?
I do. I know there's a lot of strong sentiment about the customs with, you know, they unbalance the game. I mean, to some extent they do, but no more than, like, I mean, look at Donkey Kong's moveset. No matter who I'm playing against, no matter who I'm playing as, Donkey Kong, I don't know how to fight that. And earlier today I learned that I'm not all that good at fighting against Wario's dumb motorcycle either. Mr. back and forth as I get knocked off the stage over and over
and what stage was
over. It was a custom stage entitled Walmart.
Walmart.
Worst experience ever. 0 out of 10 would not get motorcycled on that stage.
I just smash them.
I couldn't get the timing down.
You did it a couple times.
A couple times, but for the first time I just...
You know, I just smash them with, like, Roy just go smash and you just, you know, knock him off his bike.
I tried to do that, I just couldn't get the timing down. I got it later.
Get scrub.
I am offended.
I get to be the peanut gallery this time.
But no, I definitely do miss the customs because it gave you some. It made things a little wilder, a little crazier. It gave Lucina some forward mobility with her up A, which was great for air recovery or just surprises.
Yeah, it's like everybody had the option of like enhanced recovery with like less or no damage and like
just good options all around, and
like
it's just fun. It's shameless fun.
A lot of them were unbalanced and overpowered, but you know what? It's like I said in my customs video, if everything's overpowered, then nothing's overpowered.
and it's just fun. I mean, Smash is a great game to play with friends at parties. There's no reason why you just shouldn't be able to just go hog wild and crazy with it. I mean, part of the fun, especially when it gets like 4 people, is just that manic, frenetic sort of like almost nobody knows what's happening. And Ridley's OP enough on his own. Give some of us a chance to catch up. Ridley and Bowser, Mr. Grab You and flip off the stage.
Eric's gonna teach me how to play that character.
Ridley?
No, Bowser.
Oh, Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah. He likes to, if it's a stock match, don't let Bowser grab you. Because this guy right here will ninja flip off the stage and commit suicide, dragging you with him, winning the match.
Yeah. I'm going to list my friend code later.
This guy.
Okay, so yeah, we need customs back. It was an integral key feature of the last game.
Lots of fun.
Divided opinions. People either love them or hate them, but they need to come back.
The option's always there. Just because it's there doesn't mean you have to use it.
Yeah, it's like
if you don't like it, don't use it. But give some of us who enjoyed it, give us that back.
Yeah, it's like most of them are pre-made from the last game. They just need to be tweaked. I'm sure that's actually a lot of work and effort.
Probably more than we think.
You know what? I'll appreciate it.
And customer appreciation is golden.
Yes. Other characters, we'll do a whole video on this, but Ecco the Dolphin with anti-grav.
That's never been a thing. Like, it's a dolphin. You just want him to fly through the, like, what's he gonna do? Smack you with his tail?
Yeah, well, he'll dash into you. He'll have Mewtwo's confusion. He's got waves, echoes.
God.
He can summon. He can summon one of his. Okay. He can summon one of the crystals that he like interacts with in the water, and then like if he does his echo on it, then when he presses it away from the crystal, it'll like do like.
I'm just what even would his final smash be?
He summons Medusa from the Medusa tube.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. This isn't so silly now, is it?
It's kind of. Ooh. All right then. So, Ecco the Dolphin. Confirmed for Smash.
And more.
Doom Guy. I want Doom Guy in Smash.
Yeah. That's part of that leak of.
I want that.
Doom Guy, Ryu, Wayahasa.
Ryu Hayabusa.
Hayabusa. That's it. Yes, Ryu Hayabusa, and Dragon Warrior character.
Doom Guy, BFG, shotgun, punch, fists. Perfect.
That would be pretty cool. But again, after the Grinch leak, I don't assume that Smash leaks are correct.
Yeah.
Even if they're data mines that are likely to be factual.
We got a ton of pie in the sky ideas for Smash. So much potential.
I could go for
Give
some
me
pie in the
Sephiroth
sky.
and Doom Guy.
Pizza. So yeah, in other plausible news, Dante.
Dante and Virgil would be pretty cool. I'm not sure how you get Capcom to agree to that, but
That's pretty simple. They said for Dante to be in Smash, Devil May Cry needs to come to Switch. It just did.
wow. I'd like that too. My wish list for characters is a little on the long side.
Yeah, well, I mean, whose isn't? But what would be fun about that is that Bayonetta was inspired by Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if you put them both in the same game, they can actually interact and fight each other.
That would be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, it's like the kind of, goth, Hellsy-ish version of like Mario versus Sonic rivalry.
that would be pretty cool, actually.
Bouncing back to Golden Sun, Isaac would make a good candidate. He's an assist trophy, so he can just stay there, and we can take Felix, who I actually preferred anyway. They're good candidates just on the basis of being retro. That, plenty of people remember, but lots of people have forgotten, like the Ice Climbers.
They're in the game, so why not these?
They're in the game. They haven't had a new game since they came to Smash and Melee.
Mr.
Yeah,
Game
Ice
and
Climbers.
Watch.
Okay, and here's a controversial opinion. I want Kraid as a playable character.
Kraid takes up 5 stages, Kraid.
But yeah, that's his final Smash. I'm talking about the enemy Mini Kraid, who you encounter before you fight standard Big Kraid in Super Metroid. Who's like a little taller than Samus, but I think Mini Kraid is about the proper height that Ridley is in Smash, actually.
So that could happen.
Yeah, Mini Kraid would have like belly projectiles and like claw projectiles.
Belly projectile?
Yeah, like it's got like this belly and it shoots like little pins out of it.
That sounds extra horrifying. Also annoying. I hate projectile characters because I'm always getting stun locked by them, and I can never get close enough to
and
deal
we'd
with
have
that.
to give him a breath weapon because he's like a dragon.
Fair. Oh god, that just brings back memories of Bowser.
Memories of Bowser.
Shield in charge. That's what I do with Roy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think of you.
All right, so let's expect Luigi's Mansion 3 to release in October for Halloween.
Woo!
Yeah. So what surprises you expect from Nintendo?
I don't really know what to expect from Nintendo.
You can't expect anything.
Well, also, you're more the Nintendo guy than I am.
Yeah, I just
so,
want to bounce it off you.
I mean, I'm definitely hoping for more Smash characters. I mean, that's an inevitable. That's a given.
That's good.
But
we know that's coming. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna wait and see what they do, because
Okay.
any predictions I make are gonna be wild mass guessing. Let's throw this at a wall. Oh, it didn't stick. Let's throw this at a wall.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't stick.
Let's go ahead and guess they'll have a new IP and they'll have new third-party partnerships with more very fun ports. That's
They've been
happening
getting-
all the time.
They have
now.
been getting really been reaching out and playing their third party hand, trying to get
There's
people
now
on board with that.
1,500 plus games you can play on the Switch.
Those are a lot of options. Now, but third-party support is always integral to the lifetime of a console system.
And I would say they haven't had this much third-party support maybe since the Super, or even the original.
Wow.
I mean, they had plenty on the Wii, but it was kind of like the Wii was such a different system than the others. Like, you wouldn't get Soul Calibur 4, you'd get Soul Calibur Legends. So, it was a little bit different.
You know, things are going pretty well for Nintendo on that front, I would say.
Yeah, Nintendo's doing well. They've got a very different product, so they can stay competitive, not just against two other console makers, but I think also against newcomers like the Googles.
The Google is coming! The Google is coming! And nobody knows really how that's going to play out. I know it's got Sony and Microsoft a bit on edge.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's Google, so I'd be on edge, too.
Yeah, I mean, Google wants to entirely bypass the very basis for their business model. I'd say they're on edge.
Yeah. Speaking of E3, I'm really curious, and I hope we'll hear more about how Microsoft and Sony are looking to work together and how much that collaboration is going to go. How far it's going to go. Like, are they going to open up cross-play on a bunch of their games like Destiny? Is that going to be PlayStation players will now be able to play with Xbox players?
Maybe.
And since Microsoft does a lot of the Windows stuff, is that then going to... Well, no, that won't extend to PC because the competitive scene, there's a matter of a response time and versus keyboard and mouse versus controller. So, oh, sneeze break. But I'm very curious to see how that goes and whether it's going to be like partnership or whether it's going to be like let's make the Playbox one. Like, how far are they going to carry this?
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah. So what do you think the Microbox is gonna put on their Xbox One 2?
I don't know, but one of the things I have been kind of disappointed about for a while, especially compared to companies like Sony, is their exclusives. PlayStation got a lot better exclusives in my opinion. And I'm not even sure what exclusives Microsoft got that were. I mean, they have Halo
Infinite,
but
Banjo-Kazooie.
I guess, but for example, PlayStation had Bloodborne. That, in my humble opinion, in and of itself, was a reason to get the console. For someone like me who loves From Software and a lot of their games, I was heartbroken for years when they released Bloodborne only for, not even for PC, just PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah,
like, I feel that's an area that Microsoft has been losing in for a while now.
Tell me about it. I'm just now playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time on my Switch.
So, I would like to see Microsoft, maybe with their kind of sort of leaning into things with Sony in lieu of the looming threat from Google, maybe they might share their exclusives. Maybe they might make exclusives together, that exclusive to their two consoles. I don't know. There's a lot of business aspects to consider there. That is way above my pay grade. But I'd like to see the Xbox get better exclusives.
Yeah.
Or even just get some that are worth playing. Not to say that there's none that are worth playing, but I mean, nothing on the Xbox really struck me like Bloodborne did. But Bloodborne hit all my niches. Gothic fantasy, eldritch horror, Lovecraftian stuff. It was that game was literally tailor made for someone like me, which was a good way to get me to buy their console. So,
yeah,
and Microsoft has just always struggled there, in my opinion. Your mileage may vary.
Mileage may vary. So how about that PlayStation? They're gonna show up their PlayStation 5. The specs have already leaked. It's got those fast loads. You know, it's supposed to do like significantly better with loading times compared to even the PS4 Pro.
Which is a great improvement. If they had, that should allow them to potentially run higher intensity games. Like, if their load is that fast, then like for a crazy out there game, it may not be any worse than we already have, which is a benefit. So it's looking to be a very bit of a technical marvel. Marvel might be the wrong word, but it's definitely looking to be improved. And I'm wondering how the other people's consoles are going to measure up. I suppose we'll see.
We'll see. So there's the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I have thoughts about this.
I will say, that's a terrible title, so now it's called Final Fantasy VII Zero Mission.
It sounds like something they would do. I have concerns regarding the Final Fantasy VII Remake because Square Enix has been drifting more towards the action-y oriented style of combat system. And, like, I liked Final Fantasy VII's system. I know that it's like, this is the future, but there was nothing... If you're playing JRPG, like Octopath Traveler, did fine with their turn-based system. People love that.
And it sold very well.
It sold great. It was got a lot of acclaim. I mean, it was overly difficult in some certain areas, but I worry that, like, embrace modernity all you want. Like, have the action-y oriented run, dodge, jump, attack, whatever you want to do with that, but maybe give us an option for the original kind of classic system. If you still want to look visually appealing, you can, like, have the characters move and jump on their own while we're issuing commands. You can make it look cinematic, not like Final Fantasy 13 cinematic. Let us actually choose commands, like the
I always thought that the timing-based combat, like in Legend of Dragoon,
yes,
Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, and Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi, was a good balance struck between turn-based and action.
Yes, I agree with that. Legend of Dragoon, highly underrated game. They should remake that next. That was such a good game. I still play it on my PlayStation 2. But
I need to finish Disc 4.
You do. It's really good. I got to the final boss, and good stuff.
Good.
Do it.
It's spicy, huh?
Legend of Dragoon, it's criminally underspoken of. It deserves a lot more attention than it got. But for Final Fantasy VII Remake, give us the option to have the old system. Make it pretty all you want, but give us the old system, at least as an option. Because this might just be me being a purist, and this might be nostalgic, but, I mean, if you're playing a JRPG and you don't like the way those... I mean, if you're playing a JRPG and you don't like Final Fantasy VII's original combat system, then maybe you really don't like JRPGs that much. I mean, just my thought. I mean, you wouldn't play...
You wouldn't
play Doom as, you know, a third-person, turn-based strat... Well, you might actually. That could be pretty cool.
You wouldn't boot up FIFA and say, well, I don't like soccer.
I would have played this with a basketball. You wouldn't do that.
No. So I think I actually would play that game, though.
I mean, you might play it, but if you're...
Add trampolines. And also pinball levers at the goals.
Fast twitch reflex play. I can see that. I mean, but then you're just making an absurd game for absurdity's sake, and that has sold before.
It has.
Yeah.
There's a whole game called Rocket League.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Rocket League is very entertaining, especially to watch. That's some ludicrous stuff on there. I love it.
Okay.
See, I've got concerns about it. I'll probably still buy it. Unless it bombs, I'll probably still buy it.
But for people that are fine with the turn-based combat system, do you think it's looking good otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, the trailer that they showed looked beautiful. The music sounded great. And Final Fantasy VII holds a near and dear place in my heart. It was one of the first Final Fantasies I played as a young lad on a demo disc way back when. So I'm very excited to play it. I hope they handle it elegantly. And, you know...
They're certainly taking their time.
They are, which is good. I've always been in the mindset of I'd rather have you delay a game to make it what it needs to be rather than rush it out, EA.
Okay. So, you know, that'll probably be most of Square Enix's presentation. They might show off some things for some other consoles. Ubisoft is expected to make a presentation.
Any idea what they're going to be presenting? Because I haven't followed Ubisoft.
Rabbids versus Assassin's Creed. Kingdom Battle.
It's as good a guess as any.
There was a supposed leak of like a new IP having to do with like roller derby, so that could be interesting.
Roller derby?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, it was. What? Roller derby wouldn't make a fun video game?
I mean, anything's possible. I don't know.
Would you rather play shuffleboard?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a shuffleboard person. I do like poker though. But I like silly poker.
Oh, he likes silly poker.
There was an old poker game when I was younger that was like alien poker.
Okay. If it's got aliens, I'm okay with it.
It got aliens. It was pretty funny.
So yeah. I'd be pretty razzed for a Child of Light sequel. Like how we're getting a Hollow Knight sequel. Silk Song.
Oh.
You know about that.
I actually didn't know about Silk Song.
What?
I haven't touched Hollow Knight in a couple months.
Well, it was in the news. You didn't know about that? Yeah, well,
no, I didn't know
we'll
about
hear
that.
more
I know
about
now.
Silk Song, the sequel to Hollow Knight.
Well, I would love to see that. Hollow Knight's also a great game. I mean, I could go on way too long about that, and this video's already getting a little on the long side.
It might be a part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
We'll see. You like something called Punk Cyber?
Cyberpunk 2077.
That's the one.
I definitely want to see more about that. It looks extremely promising, and CD Red Project has a very good track record of delivering very good games. Still got a couple other track records, but we won't get into that here. But I think if anyone can handle the Cyberpunk license well, it'll be them. I think they'll do justice to the game. Fingers crossed. I never like to get hype about anything because I don't want to work up my expectations to an unrealistic level. But some of the demo footage that they've shown, subject to change, looks gorgeous, and it looks like it plays great. Character customization is always a plus for me, and it looks like they've got a lot of that. So I definitely am interested to see more of that, and I hope we hear more about it.
All right. I read something saying that we shouldn't expect to see Elder Scrolls 6 here, but they might at least mention it, or tell us it's still in development, or...
They might show, like, another small, like, 20-second clip of, like, the surrounding area that might give a better idea of where it's located.
Or they'll show us full gameplay footage with it launching with the PS4 and Xbox One, 2.
No, we won't.
And they'll tell us the new setting and the lore and the new mechanics and everything. What are they going to be, Matthew?
They would not have enough time to make that presentation. That would be the entirety of E3 at that point. Elder Scrolls lore is that's a long stage project.
Not the whole thing, of course.
It's really too early for us to extrapolate about it, honestly.
There's been so many mods to Skyrim. It'd be interesting to see. Like, you could make a new game just by incorporating a lot of mods into a new... They've done that. Yeah. They actually did a full conversion with the Skyrim engine and made a different game out of it. Oh yeah, some people have done that.
Mm-hmm. It's on sale on Steam. Yeah, you can do some pretty crazy stuff. So yeah, they've already done that.
Okay. I would like, personally, to see deeper domestic scenarios. So, right, like, you can adopt your children. I want to send them to school, you know, like, you know, you can have a spouse, but I want more than, like, 2 dialogue options, you know, like...
And a home-baked meal.
Here's your pie!
Makes your stamina regenerate faster.
Yeah, like,
oh, boy!
I want some drama, like... What are you doing, Stu? It's 3 in the morning. Making chocolate pudding.
Those of you who get that reference, please note in comments below. Now, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
That'd really have to be done well, though, to avoid it becoming a chore and an annoyance.
Well, yeah, but...
If you can do it, by all means, go ahead.
What did you think was going to happen when you got married in Skyrim?
I thought I was going to leave the NPC in the house, occasionally get food, and then sell things to them.
It's almost dark. You need to get home. I've been watching the kids all day.
I'm clearing out Draugr. God! I'll be home in a minute. I have to sell my Daedric loot. I have to carry 300 pounds of armor all the way across town and sell it to 5 different vendors. One of whom is a potion dealer, but I have the perk that makes them buy it. imagine being good enough that you could sell, like, weapons of war to a gardener. If this is a Daedric longsword of banishing, it sends your enemies to a fiery, flaming torment for eternity.
This will make a nice shear.
I'll just banish the weeds with a single swing, becomes Link.
Oh, it just took a tap. Boop.
Whoop, there goes the weeds. My garden has... Oh no, I touched my oak tree. It's gone forever.
So, do you have any closing thoughts? Mr. Matthew.
Closing
Captain Buck.
Captain Buck? Closing thought. Never call me that again. Closing thoughts. I think it'll be an interesting... Well, I hope it'll be an interesting E3, and I hope we learn more about the games I'm excited about. Doom Eternal, Cyberpunk 2077.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to see or hear more about potential cross-play between Microsoft and Sony. I think with their partnership with the whole Google is coming, I'm really hoping to see more cooperation from them, and I really would like some cross-play, particularly for Destiny, because unfortunately my friend group is divided between PS4 and Xbox, and it would be really nice if we could merge our clans together. It would make getting clan XP for the season a lot easier.
Absolutely. So, yeah. Expect new consoles with just a few games shown. Everybody is definitely in streaming is coming mentality. Nintendo will probably take the show with big announcements for Switch, which is portability was going to keep it competitive with next gen. Though it will age, they'll need to put out a pro model or something probably in the next couple of years.
Better hardware.
It'll be harder to port PS5 and Xbox One 2 games to the Switch than it was to port PS4
and Xbox One.
Which is, honestly, that's not even usually what's happening. They're porting like PS3 and 360 games.
I mean, Doom was an Xbox One.
Yeah, they're doing it though.
They did some.
Yeah.
But they'll definitely need to upgrade that Gesundheit in order to keep that competitive and current.
Yeah, but definitely all parties are making a show to answer Google entering the scene with Stadia.
Goodness knows what will happen then, but things are about to get shaken up. The Dark Lord has returned to Mordor. The free peoples of Middle Earth had better get their stuff together. I did have to go there. That was a nerd reference.
They had better get their stuff together, Matthew.
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. Anything can happen at E3, so we'll just
keep your eyes on it.
See what happens. Thanks for watching, Game Gardeners.
Thanks for having me here.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I did a good job.
You did a really great job. This cat's so cozy.
He is. All right, cat.
So let's see how long was
that's
that?
gonna be slightly longer than the 15 minutes, man.
It was 50 minutes.